Well, hello, friends. My name's Antonio, and welcome to Back at the Ranch. Had a quick review for you guys. I haven't been making a lot of videos lately because I haven't had time to go to the ranch. Plus, it's been really hot down here in South Texas. As it was 110 yesterday, and the heat index was over 120. So, yeah, not ideal to be out in the brush. But cool thing is, I'm actually on my way to South Padre Island right now. I've got the RV in tow. So if you haven't watched the last video where I took the RV to the island, check it out. I'm actually still in the process of recording that. But I got a quick review, like I said. I'm going to review these babies right here. So these are the Shokz Pro headsets. They are pretty sweet. Got some pros and cons to them. These are the Shokz Pro, the regular ones. There's also a Shokz Pro Mini, which is basically this part that goes around the back is a little bit smaller. Um, I think actually I would have done better with the Mini than with the one that I've got now. And the reason is sometimes I'll lean back, like here, I'll hit the headrest, kind of pushes forward on my ear. And the Mini, I went back to where I purchased them after my return period, unfortunately. And the Mini actually is a better fit for my head. So I highly recommend, first of all, you're considering these, try them on first. If you go to a place like Best Buy or even some specialty electronics stores, they'll have demos out, right? So grab the demos, put them on, see which one fits best, and kind of tap the back of it and see how it feels. If it's a little bit too tight on the back of your head, then you might want to go with the regular ones, which are the ones I have on. But if it fits really loose, you might be better off with the minis. Now there are other versions of these. There are some that have boom mics, and there are some that are independent, one for each ear. They pretty much all work the same. They're just a different fit. I encourage you to look at all of them. But how do I like them? I've had them for year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I use them every day. Primary use for me is actually conference calls. I hook these up to my laptop, and I'm using them now. You can hear what they sound like. Everybody I talk to says that they sound great. It sounds like I'm on a regular microphone. If they've got a good quality headphones on as well, they say, sounds like you're right here next to me. So these are bone conducting headphones, meaning they don't go in the ear. As you can tell, they sit just to the front of the ear. And when I'm talking to someone or when they're talking to me, they vibrate and they conduct that sound down into your eardrums. Now, there's a small speaker on each side as well. So you do get some regular audio in addition to the bone conducting. And they sound really, really good, especially in quiet environments. Like when I'm on my conference calls, I'm sitting in my office, nothing's going on around me, and everything sounds great. The audio's good. The microphones are good. Answering, hanging up, very easy. You can pair it to multiple devices. I actually have mine paired up to two of my phones and to my laptop. So, but the cool thing is I can have both devices hooked up at the same time. Again, they sound great, both audio and microphone. So, those are all the pros, with the exception of the size problem that I, got the wrong size. So, what are the cons? Ambient noise. So the main reason you want these is so you can hear what's going on around you. In other words, you are not blocking out audio. For example, right now I'm driving. I don't advise you vlog and drive at the same time. But I can hear everything that's going on around me. I can hear my vehicle. I can hear other cars if they honk. I can, if somebody was in the vehicle with me, I could hear them. Plus, I could hear whatever I'm listening to, whether it be a podcast, music, or another person that I'm talking to. So that is still a pro, but the con side of it is that if your ambient noise is loud, you're going to have to crank up the volume to hear what's going on your headphones. I travel a lot for work. I fly. And when I am on flight, mid-flight, as soon as that engine turns on and I take off, these headphones become useless to me. And the reason is that ambient noise is a lot louder than these speakers are. And really, I could crank the volume up all the way and hear what's going on my phone or whatever it is I'm listening to. But the downside to it is that I'm cranking up the volume all the way, and it will cause damage to my hearing. So I've done it once. I'll never do it again because my hearing, my ears were ringing for a while. I knew immediately that it was the headphones that did that. So I actually use other headphones when I'm traveling by flight, preferably something that either goes in the ear or over the ear that has noise canceling, so I can cancel out all the surrounding noise. They're not as comfortable with these, but they sound much better when in flight. Similar, if you're in a loud area where there's music, or maybe you're at a party and there's, people talking and they're talking loud. For example, yesterday I was photographing a softball game. And, those of you that may know, I am a professional photographer, so I usually get access to the dugout. And I'm in the dugout photographing the game for the local paper. And the ladies are chanting, So if you've ever been to a softball game, those players can be really loud. There's no way I could hear anything on these headphones. So no podcast, nothing was going on. I was just focused on the game and trying to block the ladies out because, man, they're loud. If the ambient noise is too loud, these headphones pretty much become useless. But if you've got controlled ambient noise, these headphones are awesome. They got pretty decent noise cancellation as well. I have stood in front of wind purposely and had a conference call just to see how it sounded. So I put a fan on my face, is what it was. Same thing with just regular phone calls. And everyone says, no, sounds good, sounds good. It will muffle a little bit when it's kicking on with the noise cancellation. Matter of fact, I have actually used this to vlog many times with my phone, as I am right now, outdoors, and if the wind is blowing at just the right angle into that microphone, it will mute out whatever it is I'm saying. So the noise cancellation works, but sometimes not so good. So for the most part, they work well. So price point, anywhere from $79 from the lower end Shokz headphones, up to about $200 for the higher end. The ones I have on were about $129, if I recall correctly, or $140, somewhere around there. There may be newer models out. Again, I've had mine for almost 2 years now, and I love them. So I would definitely recommend them to somebody that needs something that's comfortable, that needs something that's going to be on all days. Matter of fact, I have them on all day for work, that when I take them off, get that ghost feeling to where sometimes I feel like I still have my headphones on and I don't. So they are very comfortable. They don't hurt the ears whatsoever. I just don't like them for, laying down in bed watching, maybe on my tablet and stuff like that. So go check them out. Shokz headphones. I apologize for the shaky video. Don't have image stabilization on my phone. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little review. And go check out the Shokz headphones.